Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Comrade Newton say for America, people no dey worship government. Na God na dem dey worship. He say but for Edo State, people no dey worship God. Na men in power na dem dey worship. Make I leave you, make you for hear the message wey Comrade Newton bring come here today.
Then they use, they don't see anything. So we want to begin to bring out the problem we have in our state. The reason why those states will remain underdeveloped until we do the needful. Until we do the needful, those states will never go forward. Particularly at those states, we are going to be basically comparing those states today with something very great. If we must live like the American society, we must have American society. We must have to be ready to do what the Americans are doing, how they build up their society. So let's go there. We want to make they pay them. I want to go near water. I don't know now, say, man, this water, they scare a lot of people. Even there are people today, they can't even watch our video because we all for they do our broadcast and the place too dope. The place too dope. So that's why they can only made up their mind to fight us. If they fight us, the powers inside the sea, we bombard them. Play, we're not going to be staying too long here, but I just came out with some certain vital topics. I'm going to be analyzing it gradually. The reason why our state is over-debilitated today, and the reason why every traditions that does not make the people happy, it needs to be banished and it needs to be abolished. So that has been a blight, and the blight remains. Most people, they went to church yesterday to go and make their proclamation known to God, how they want their 2023 to be. Some of the things that will hinder you in 2023, what I'm going to tell you right now, and I talked about truth yesterday, for you to know that whatever topic we might have treated, we always want to carry it to the next one, so that for the people that are just watching it, it will give you a vis-a-vis preamble on how you are to follow up. Know that it's a continuation series. Then before we start doing our normal whatever again. Then yesterday I quoted the book of John chapter 4 verse 24 for you, that our God is a spirit. Anyone that must worship God must worship him in spirit and in truth and all of all that. Then I quoted again the book of John chapter 8 verse 32, that we have to always say the truth. It's only the truth that can set us free. Then I also refer you, I think, to the book, I think it was it not 2 Timothy 3 verse 16 yesterday, that the word of God is God breathed upon. The scripture is the word of God breathed upon to teach, to rebuke, for correction and a lot of all that. So that's what it's made for. Please, today, let me just quickly introduce the topic, then we begin to digest it gradually. But before that time, let me share to one more Facebook. For those of you who already know that our Facebook is so that seriously attacked, but as many that might have reported our page, so their life will remain under attack. As many who have used their hand to type that the reason why Facebook must have to restrict or keep on restricting our message from fulfilling the purpose of God, so they will never go forward in life. Anyone that type my Facebook, they are menacing my viewers, not letting our message to reach a larger audience the way all your own is also reaching. So limitation will ever be in your life. All the powers in the sea will trouble you and your household, because I not fair do to you. Now the truth I carry come. Now you know what you carry. All what I be preaching is the Bible. In my there. So now you know. You are going to kill yourself this year by yourself. The nanotech in your system, everybody will be saved. Only you want that nanotech go kill. Now only you want that graphene oxide go kill. Spike protein. Okay, you that reporting my Facebook. Please share as you are watching. Just share as you are watching. Make sure your hand is always in love and light. This is a mission that we need to, do the needful to make sure the mission is fulfilled. I don't not just create topics on my own. Only the platform that create topic in the whole globe. Only the platform, if you will be sincere to yourself, who create topic and we do things according to the topic we have created. We don't just come and start talking. So it's not an easy task. So for those of you feeling everybody can do what I'm doing. Tell your social media stupidity. Let them be creative topics. They're not go fit. Because where leke they watch in cloth don't not fit no one. That is to say what I'm doing today, I'm doing the will of my Father which is in heaven. So I'm not doing no man's will. Please, if you are there, just watch. I know the reason why I first of all gave us that music. So that yesterday was good, today will be better. Please, if you are watching, do not hesitate to share. Make sure you always inbox to some sensible elements or some sensible people in your platform or in your WhatsApp. Just do just that, because we have to promulgate the gospel. That's what we are sent to do. Promulgation of the gospel is very, very essential. The only thing you can do right now is to preach the word that's going to liberate mankind. So I won't do that sharing. Let me just introduce the topic so that we'll go there now. For those of you wishing Happy New Year to you. God bless you all richly. God bless you all richly. We've entered the new year because we have to accelerate on time. We have to first of all know we put in some messages that will help our followers so that they know the way to guide themselves. This very year there are going to be a lot of scare events. Also, the good events are also there. They are already testimony. One of my mother yesterday called me. I call her a mother because she's still like a mother. That how a colleague call her that, oh Bob, this thing you know the part of them, but look at the law we don't come out now. They just announce for radio say, man, as many people will not take this thing before, they cannot go and look for work anywhere they will be employed. That is happening right now in Europe. Is busting out already, and these have been our prayers. These have been our prayer that this thing must be eradicated. That's why I'm not selfish with it. I want to make sure I save as many people as I can. Even people that are sincere today, who love the work we are doing, despite they might have committed themselves. We are also praying that the God of our ancestors will cleanse them from the inside. But nowhere in here where we be money where you must keep on worrying the children of who does it. My dear nanotech it talk back. So that's that. Now in America, they do not worship government. They worship God. Please, just have the breathe in, then you breathe out. Because this topic, it is more spiritual than physical. There's something I want to drop today, where I'm going to be dropping it in our head, or I'm going to be dropping it in our soul, or I'm going to be dropping it in our mind. But I want this word to bring up yield for fruits in our lives. Now, if you check America's system of government, they don't worship government. They worship God. Now, in Edo State, they do not worship God. They worship men. That's what they do. At the time they elect any person into office, automatically that person becomes their God. That's why today is only Edo State that have a God who cannot stop Fulani from killing his people. Now, at the time you push up a false narrative, you want your people or your system of government to be false narrative. It is not real. It is the real government that made the society to be okay. Now, I'm going somewhere. I'm just laying the foundation. Because we have to say it at the way it is this very year. Now, in Edo State, they do not worship God. They worship men in power. Any tradition that makes you a slave in your ancestral land must be forbidden and must be abolished. Any tradition that makes you a slave in your ancestral land, we are not talking about far and near. If you watch it, to every one of us is in Europe, we have freedom of speech, we have freedom of a lot of things, we have freedom of assembly, we have freedom to do anything. That's why at times you loud music. What your balebe will only do. He will tell you, say, me you slow, and they know just carry you go station. Because it is your right. But at the time they warn you, you are disturbing your neighbor, why are you doing this? You just come and pardon. So him with Felice, I don't even know say him neighbor there, I say go disturb them. So far, not let them come, you come, they do gaga. They may give you another problem. But if you even though you even bad do them, they come and say, they just call you for her, say, man, your brother, senior brother, job on, that's why you are celebrating. The Bible goes say, eso no puedo say, hombre, baja, music, un poco. Then you go back around. You reduce and you say, okay, it's okay like that. Your neighbors, they are complaining. Some of them, they are sleeping, and it's not even weekend, you know. So you have those freedoms. So any tradition that make you a slave in your ancestral land must be forbidden and must be abolished. If you yourself must go forward. If you in question, they are doing it too. If you must go forward, then we are going somewhere. They do not represent you. They represent their own personal interests. If you watch your representative today, they don't represent, they don't send you. They go there to represent their personal interest. If you check from the government, the reason why today, let me quickly trip this one in. That's why I'm introducing the headings and all of that. Now, the reason why today Obaseki will keep on having problem, even though Obaseki tied the Oro, the Benin, even the people that elected Obaseki that campaign for him, they don't even know the function of a good government. Because the reason why they elected Obaseki, so that the old system of the traditional way of life should remain. That the same slavery mentality that Edo has, Obaseki must make sure that people remain on that same slavery. The 86 Enigis, according to what they say now, they talk, concern them. That they said they decline right now. What they were expecting Obaseki to do, Obaseki will go and arrest those Enigis and say, why must you resign? That's why they are saying Obaseki is bad. Because they want Obaseki to see, make sure that the concoction that they used to give to us traditionally, it will now also start giving us political concoction that you must remain here. What they are expecting Obaseki to do today, that those Enige must be arrested and brought to the Owanokwa. What do you know one motor? These are the things. The people that campaign for Obaseki, all of them today, they are against him. Why? Because those people, they don't know the function of a good government. They don't know that there are some government, if they are building economy be built from the inside. Laws are being made from the inside. The interpretation of the constitution is being made from the inside. And apart from the injection issue, Obaseki is 100% in line. Forget about criticizing. I criticize him and who God love the change that, because this was not the reason why I campaigned for. The reason why I campaigned for Obaseki, Yasu whom we what is doing today. If our state must go forward, my dear, we must have a constitution. The governmental body must stand firm to make sure that they do the right thing and the needed for the people. If you check the economic allies Obaseki is building, a lot of even people where they Europe, they are not seeing it because they don't know. All they just know that one we kota yukbo, our one. Because the same people who have been controlling the state is complaining. That's the reason why they are complaining. If you ask them, let's go to debate, what's Obaseki not doing well? They are still going to complain what the Tiger and Lion is complaining. They did not give them allocation. Because the same Tiger and Lion have where they've already put these people's brain. At the time they just go there, go and want your brain, then you start complaining about Obaseki. What have the man done wrong? Even when what is not supposed to be done, we're done. Nobody speaks about it. I was only the one that told Obaseki, I gave him that correction. You are going to Guantanamo. They did talk. When Idiot came out, advertising nanotech, they did talk. That is to say how stupid the alien can be. They don't have sense of humor. And it takes sense of humor for you to know whether the government is working or not. A madman does not know whether the government they work, or he just know that everyone because it does mean. Not knowing that the government have already digged underground does mean the same way it is in Europe here. There are some underground dustbin. If you read there, the whatever, the machine, go open this, your car come out from underground. At the time, you no longer seen anything again. In normal dustbin, you go say, oh, no, not knowing that they've created a way of they throwing away their waste bin now. That's what we are seeing and state today. Let me finish introducing the topic. I'm going to give you an analysis today. Now, they don't represent you, they represent their personal selfish interest. That's what you are seeing today. Do you really know the function of a good government? They don't know it. They don't know the function of a good government. Our people, Edo alien does not know the function of a good government. What they know a function of a good government is that he work along with Owanokwa. That slavery mentality must remain. Whatever thing Owanokwa does not like, the government shouldn't touch it. Whatever thing that benefits anybody from Owanokwa, the government shouldn't talk about. The records are there. That was why it was only the Godomigodo son who came out and said, Obaseki is banding Ohen. What's you people's problem? Ohen, to what we know, is all those Ohen Lokun, Ohen Via, Ohen Sango, the person, the custodian of some juju in some certain villages. But right now, they've created Ohen to start dragging land. But at the time the government come and want to stop this thing, because these same people, they don't know the meaning of government. Instead of them to worship God, they worship men. That's why Edo State is what it is today. We have what we make Edo State to be like Dubai. If you don't know, I know. If I thought the whole Nigeria is bad. Because Edo State have a different ancestors. God sold that land to our fathers. If I thought the whole state is bad, if you check our tradition and custom, it is more better than the whole Nigerian zone. We have one of the most unique tradition and custom in the whole Nigeria. We has it. The same way God created this earth, that was how he deposited it for our fathers. But all these aliens came and invaded us. They begin to do all manner of things, all manner of atrocity. They haven't made the God right now to turn their eye away from Idu land. That's why today nobody talk about Oiso. And even the so-called Godomigodo children, they don't even bother care. How come that this land were taken over by another person? What happens? They don't ask questions. Okay, now look at the so-called Kyokbaga Treaty. I'm going to be talking about that another day, but let me just quickly put it in here. According to Ghanaian family, for example, they are talking about a Kyokbaga Treaty. How come about you making treaty? That is to say, you people are part of the people that gave us problem. And invader came and invaded us. Now, you people should come out and tell us vividly or rapidly, in whichever language you can use, how come you signed a contract with an invader? That invader right now is not to start paying you tributes, some percentage over the land he does not own, that he overthrown Ogiso and took the land. And you say you are from the lineage of Ograso. That is to say there is something fishing that will soon be coming to the public domain as soon as possible. Our ancestors is going to expose every hidden thing that anybody might have done against their children. Because for me, I'm thinking about it. How come about the treaty? These people, they are not the original people of the land. And you yourself, you are saying you are the original person. How come the same person is not to start paying you some certain money? How come? That is to say, there is something that happens. Either you people go now with this same person, take over this land, he has the military to take over the land, he has the train to take over the land, then right now start paying me. Let me break it down to our understanding. For example, now you get some people who they bring work come, maybe people who they kidnap. Oh, when my brother, be that I just gave you information. You do the work, 60-40. The person that going to do the work, you going to take the risk because you yourself you are going to be inside your house or somewhere. The person will take 60. You yourself that gave her the information will take 40. That's what I'm sensing right now that come about the treaty. There's something fishing that every one of us, we need to begin to look at it. Irrespective of how close you may be, we have to do our exposition the way it ought to be. If you have not carried my name before, carry it now. If you have not carried my name before, carry it now. I'm going to fight anything fightable to make sure we are liberated mentally first. We must have to make sure we are liberated mentally. Now, how come about somebody, we are crying? They invaded our land, and you said you are a part of us. What are you dragging? Why are you not fighting along with us? How come about that? Because you cannot face what I'm going to expose. I'm not going to be reading more about the miseries that we faced, but I'm sensing foul play. I'm sensing Cain and Abel issue. I'm sensing Esau and Jacob. Don't say I didn't tell you. I am sensing Cain and Abel. In the book of Genesis chapter 4, you better go and read it. If you belong to this category, go and read it now. Cain and Abel. God called them, please make your normal sacrifice to me, your normal offering. Abel look at it, it was he do the animals. Abel brought out the most fattest animal, he sacrificed it unto God. Why Cain went to go and bring all those inyano wowane? He did it and God did not accept his sacrifice. And in presence of Abel, God called Cain. Cain, I see your countenance falling. My son, if you have done well, I would have accepted also your offering and your sacrifice. Then Abel think, he fed in his heart that the same mind he has, that the same mind his own brother Cain has. Cain and Abel were what play that time. That was why they signed that treaty. And that treaty tonight, I cancel it. If God be God, that treaty tonight, I cancel it. We must have to be liberated. I'm not fighting for anybody. Don't say it's a Republican state. I have it at the back of your mind. We don't need all this bullshit. We don't need it. Build your palace. Control your family members. We are tired of these shenanigans. We are tired of it. We are tired of it. We must live our lives the way God in heaven wants us to live it. He said, let your will be done in heaven. Let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. It is in the book of Matthew 6, verse 9. The will of God must be done. So we are going to be going to that gradually. I'm going to be adding it to my topics. Until one of them will come. An invader came and invaded us. And you are part of the people that was invaded. How come you now have a treaty with these same people? That you are not dragging your percentage from them? Salama. At times in this very struggle, I was talking to one of our mothers. They now say, if not be self-concert, they can't join. I would have just, even though I will go to the most local states in Africa. I will just go declare their nationality because I am tired of a doiling. From day one to day zero, you don't see sensible people. People are talking about treaty. Who sold us out here? How you don't care? How don't care? Who know you We are talking about somebody took away our land. You people might have gotten the glimpse. How now come? Ogiso, we are enraged. Who betrayed Ogiso? How do I tell Boyo? We are going to go to that point. You know, you know when I told you that it's going to be crazy in January, you thought it's not a joke. If my family member done this thing, I'll drag them come out. I must drag them. Now, I want everybody that is in this very exalted platform that do reason. Go and think at this. Who sold us out here? That somebody came from somewhere. You were also in the land. How now come that person right now? You can't do pay a part. A part in a very anywhere. All work for loss amount to a few tone. Somebody is not paying you 30% or 40%. He now owns 60. What make him to own 60? And you own the land all over where? We should be ashamed of society. Every year we are dragging it also wabo. No yes wabo. Every one of us will leave the state for you. Might create a state of it. We will look for a way to create either Godomingo do city awake. Awake ye bono. You know what I'm saying? If our ancestors choose to leave this very fact where we will leave it for you people. It can't happen now. Look at the story people are just bringing now. Nobody is sincerely telling us our real story. On your dimension, say it raw. Era made a mistake. Every of our father, maybe my grandfather may also make one or two mistakes. Nobody that does not make mistakes. But why are you trying to see lay foundation, putting blocks on a faulty foundation that your father laid? Then you want us to continue like that? After my free never we have a dwarobu where waiting. Look at America. If you're America, America the senator now he can close a door state where state. America senator, we doesn't have a senator that can combat even those on Ted Cruz from Texas there. We doesn't have legislator. Do we have it? If we have it, why is our state like this today? But every one of us are folding hands. You don't know what is coming for you. You just think it's just a real something. You don't think it's just a real something. I don't know the power we have. We are not used to fight it. No mudia. How many do we have? You can't do it now because you are afraid. You are a coward. You are useless. You are useless. Now come and do what I do. You can't do it. Interpretation to dream, you people cannot interpret. You just feel this word is just like this. 1864, the kind of weather we have in Spain today, night happen rich. They said it in news yesterday. In 24 hours. 1864, the kind of weather Spain has now. Now that time it happened. What happened in 1863? Not be the Brownlee contest stop slavery. What is happening now is Donald Trump not coming back, not be trumpet one blow. So don't you see what he's playing? Yagu wagwan wadi. Ha saramata. Imanisha. Inyeho. Ignorance, not be blessing you. It is an expensive that ballon non see ignorant. Open your eye. They said it yesterday in 24 hours in Spain. That the kind of weather we have. New Year they well at them. Everybody today now, all of them don't go work. People naked in the beach, sun. 1864 now it happened rich. Because they take notice of everything. But what happened in 1863? 1st of January. Not being slavery stop. Because waiting they take they manipulate whether a lot of them had been destroyed. Look at what happened in America recently. Let's see if it will happen again. And that thing have not happened once in America. It have not happened once. Don't you see there's wondering? So for those of you that is giving birth, my dear, focus your attention and know what is happening in your domain. That is why I begin to search her right now. Now, why would this Ekiopaga treaty be done? You are making treaty with an invader who came to come and invade you. That just say you saw your father now. You saw at your father. Oh, okay, ya do me ramemu. Or money guy can not then in now. Or do 30%, here is 70% because he owns the man. You people supported them to take our land. That's why they are paying you. They cease to pay you right now, you are grumbling. You are not even grumbling because of the indecency we are seeing in the state or our tradition have been torn. None of them is interpreting our real tradition. They are trying to let us know that our Agbomi will bomb right from Ogiso. Now, the original purpose of God in our lives in Edo State, nobody talking about it. 2023. 2023. 2023. And now don't take it all. A graphene outside the road. Because you know your boy. So I put that one there. Share this video among with these people. They should come and tell us what happens to Ogiso dynasty. They should come and tell us. I have no friend in this very struggle. Wakari amen with them in internet amen. Do my ka mwini me yo bo muakia. Yakane ma no mwini me ne ukaya none. Ukaya none. Uma no namu. My dear, I don't know what's going to happen to you. Our exposition is divine. And we have to say the way it is. Our God-given right is our tradition. But look at it today. Every Dedo man cannot say specific tradition. What you are seeing today, you call it tradition. Tradition that drove you away from your ancestral home. Tradition that made people to have power more than any other person. Now, let me play to you what the most powerful man in the whole world said. Let me play to you what Donald Trump said, because he's the most powerful man. Whether you like Yasuhun, he's the most powerful man today on earth, apart from the God of our ancestors and our own ancestors. The most powerful man today on earth as we speak is President Donald J. Trump. Me like anyway. Just listen to it. Listen to it. What you said that happened in America. Or till we are those, or we black, we adopt this.
Worship God. That is why our elected officials put their hands on the Bible and...
Let me play from the beginning, please. Y'all hold on. Let me just play from the beginning.
Because in America, we don't worship government, we worship God. That is why our elected officials put their hands on the Bible and say, "So help me God," as they take the oath of office.
Yeah.
It is why our currency proudly declares,
"In God, we trust."
And it's why we proudly proclaim that we are one nation
under God.
Every time we say the Pledge of Allegiance. Because in America, we don't worship God.
Now, in Edo State, we worship men. The records are there. I'm not going to be deliberating on that too much. Now, you want to have a better society. You want to have human rights. How will you have human rights when you worship man? When man does anything is right. when man does anything right. And the only people they always want to talk to, it is the governmental body. No knowing where the traditional ruler are the most crooked people in Edo State. Traditional ruler will just own an oil well. Be that they were the one that how many oil secret oil where did Oshomole probe? That you people are celebrating, he visited the Gwefet. Because you are a fool now, they are coming again to come and oppress you, but it will never happen again. This is your political shenanigans you people used to do. It will not happen again, no. It's not about to happen, nanotech boy. Thank God, what you that was why you people love it. I hear your pan when you go again. Because God have already know that what BBC not showing all of you today. CNN is one money. That's why you see them after they might have food themselves, they will always come and start complaining. I saw this idiotic boy talk about you want to start talking about the history of Ogiso. Now, why you people still referring to Ogiso in your mouth? Why? That's to say there is something you yourself that don't want to disconnect yourself right now. You are doing it, then they are going to leave you. They know the way to maneuver themselves in. We have this idiotic animal in Germany now. You yourself where they follow and I say they sort of basket. A day is going to come. The way is going to come and make his own apology because all of them are dog. You will be left alone and they will hang you away. Think for yourself now. They say salvation is personal. So this very struggle you are seeing today is personal. The same people you are seeing that is campaigning, they are going to pave their way in and begin to do their own restitution and begin to pray for forgiveness from the God of our ancestors. But you yourself that they lure in to start fighting unnecessary fight, you have nowhere to put your eye tomorrow. That's why most of you, your passport will be revoked due to what you support. Even the Europeans, they want us to have better society. They are tired of seeing us suffering. There are most European at times. I'm not laughing at people that beg. Do you know the reason why they sue in front of supermarket? It pains them. This guy have nothing to eat. They will give you money because it depends them. So if I report you tomorrow that you are the cause why our people are leaving home, my dear, your passport must be revoked. This society cannot even continue because most of these people, they are tired. Apart from them Biden and the deep state, the cabal way they Europe. The remaining other, but most of them, I can say 70% of them, they don't like us because they know what we have went through. Most of their father, they also told their children on how our father were used, how your father brokers were used to set trap for whatever. They have history. They teach them history. Their history was never abolished. The same way in school those days, they chose out about Lord Lugard. Lord Lugard was the British. He came to Nigeria in 1914. In social study those days. So the same way they also teach their children here about your history. How your father were exiled to Europe, how they were used to build this Europe. How your own Wanokwa were selling people, selling 10 men to enchant just an umbrella. But none of you today is soberly reflecting that what must we now do to change this very old tradition? Please, we cannot continue like this. We can't continue like this. How many of these same leaders today who support to make sure the life of the people is not safe, this kind cannot happen to their children? It's only poor man that feels the pains. Our tradition affects the poor man. Our tradition affects the poor man. That's why in Edo State, only in Edo State, a 90-year-old man can kneel down before a nigga of 30 years old and be expressing his plight. I will not back me. I know the top granny anymore. Then that man will get up. Is that one tradition? You call that one tradition? That omobo no de. Everywhere digwene. You call that one tradition? Okay, now, what have the tradition been doing in our lives? That's why we are ready to question whatever thing we hear them say. Irrespective of whatever, I will put it here, I will question it. Do a thing, yatin. What thing, oh, ya high. Because you really have your baby. Except you go, okay, or tani no any, in my sen or not tani. Over, over, what's someone who you are. Also, who are you will bury all your children by yourself. Because this very nonsense, we need to stop it. Europe were one first experiencing a lot of shenanigans or a lot of jaga-jaga. But how did they stop it? They stopped it by rolling up their sleeve, doing the needful. That was how they stopped it. So if we must have a better society, we must be ready to preach the truth. All your activism must be consist of the truth. Now, it takes sense of human to know if the government you were elected is bringing development or not. It takes sense of human. That is to say, people imagine millions and millions I felt they are already a patron who supported Obaseki. Because Obaseki and Nige, they are resigning. They are now hitting Obaseki. Even when that man is in the right track of bringing development. Because they don't have sense. No government is perfect. Any area that is not perfect, bring it out, correct the government. This thing you are doing is bad. I was the one with my power. I stopped Obaseki from dropping that. He dropped the injection because of, he hear my word, he knows quite all right. The God of ancestors tell him, listen to Newton now, you know well, I will narrate you until you are arrested. But he dropped that very thing. Why did he drop it? Because he has went to go and do this. You can correct the government. It does not mean whatever thing that happened right now, people are tired of slavery. Now government caution. Won't people be tired? Won't people just be tired for once and say this thing, want to change it? So you don't want people to worship God. You want people to keep on worshiping the government. How will you survive like that? That's why they say in America, God we trust. You will see a crippled man will say to the president of America, you are stupid, sir. You are not doing something well. Go back to our constitution. Now, the abortion that were abolished, why did they abolish the abortion? He won one first time he told, okay, let's be doing abortion, but right now it has been abolished. There are some states in America, they can't do abortion for you. What are they using the abortion for? The abortion that they gather around, the Biden and Obama, they pay dearly for. Imagine encouraging people 7 months who are aborted. Someone first signed the law. Chief Judge again need to reverse the law. No more abortion. Go ahead, do it. Legalize it. A process is given because they are using those things for their personal selfish interest. But in today, we don't have any law functioning. I'm talking about Edo State today because we are not supposed to even be Nigeria. It was Lologa that forced us to become Nigeria. For those of you calling yourself Nigerian, it was 1914 that Lologa forced you together. They say British. Purported by Victoria. I think the queen that left before Queen Elizabeth is called Victoria. They are doing now because they have a manuscript. They have an agenda. Continue from here. The very day they are coronated, they first of all go back to that drawing board. That's why their mission is in John 10:10. Every of the world government to kill, to steal, and to destroy. That's why if you check all our traditional rulers that have been there, none of them you can say he brought civilization to humanity. It's almost the same thing. Because they make your father to become head of village, then your father grave right now cover a lot of you. What about a lot of so many people in the village that your father grave did not cover? Then becomes a problem. Now, the 86 Enige that denounced, they also have followers. Automatically right now, those ones is also going to tell their followers, please, this thing we have taken, take this decision along with us. Now, do you think those Enige before? Let's assume they bought a gun. And right now, they are also going to start killing you that say where or Managela. So you are going to be the one having problem. Because those ones have been redeemed by God. Look at Paul the apostle in Bible. He was going to Damascus to go and burn the church. Paul were very rugged. That was why in the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 1. What the Paul the apostle said? He said, I, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you, brethren, that you walk in the vocation wherein you are called. Paul were not in any prison. There were restrictions in what Paul used to do. Paul enjoyed destroying Christians, but he were going to Damascus. He went to go and take letter from a chief priest and give me permission. But behold, the Spirit of God arrested Paul and said this thing will not happen again. The same Spirit was what arrested 86 Enige and said, then why are you complaining? So it takes sense of human for you to understand what is going around in your domain. People do not know today because they are not human beings. They are alien. Alien does not have normal sense of human. They are just an extraterrestrial being, a word of Yankiri. That was why during slavery, maybe both of these people misbehaving, their fathers came to the land as a result of, okay, now you are part come. Maybe mistakenly now, Ona do mweko ne. Ona do mweko ni yue. Ije no bijue, for example, or ije no bira. Then automatically it was caught again because it was an animal. It was sold out again. That's why today most of you cannot trace your root. Every Idwe Domingo do children supposed to have sense of humor. If you don't have it, you are not or you are an alien. Because okay, what is hard to know here? There's nothing hard now. Somebody in your king, a Kyobaga treaty, and you own the land. The person is not paying you in your land. A percentage of area or master, he owns the whole thing. He has no way for occupying your land. Now, why did you sell us out of the first case? Now, is he paying you because of you sold us out, or one particular land in Wemun or paying you should come and explain it to us before I change this thing on you guys' head. Because you know now nobody can withstand my activism. Bring 10 of your boys out. One brokers in can't even not because Facebook is war. Niagale cave you animaya. One brokers, I will knock all of you down with fact and figure. I don't even know today to go and read the history. Who did you say? Walking. Narigo no about walking na walking. No, what don't tell me no walking now. Come and tell us who you sold. I go but all of them need bid. But in America Congress, women on Muvieru, but they are the more powerful people. The right of the people you are defend. All you know is about yourself. The fight and fight is salvation for humanity from Edo up to Kikuyu. From Edo up to Kikuyu. From Edo up to Swaziland. I'm not fighting for anybody to be rethrown or whatever. But our God-given right must be seen. But people at times, they just say something, they say it loudly. I'm here to reason for 5 million Edos. The one holding you may think all women because you can't think. On what nonsense is that? Living your life, getting rich on other people's detriment. Go and look. The people today that is saving humanity. Every of you need bid. And the bid didn't work, just to become an oppressor. Not even Manila you guys were oppressed. We are already relocating already, even not because God have called us back. Maybe interested in Wayene. What's good about the Benin? When I bomb me with bombing. Under normal condition, what happens to one man supposed to be your problem? Until everybody right is protected. When Abraham Lincoln stopped slavery, Amagbe family Abraham Lincoln. Amagbe family, or he cannot even touch his family. But he had pity on the people that is suffering. Today he doesn't have pity because complete over. After all, training wene. But no one where boy you like as no boy how you go to inherit it. If you cannot stay in your own town as Igbama, is it when you are old? Go and look at one woman I shared your time. I have not even finished. I think I wrote about 1 minute of it. According to the person that was interpreting what the woman came to come and do. The woman all right and what in a depression may show worry on it. According to what they say at the initial stage in the video, but I have not finished up the video. I just said to one of our platform, why did I say it? I'm not happy seeing such mother misbehaving. Who know whether dementia worried the woman or who saw what saw here? Such woman can know with his right senses, no yara. Give a better government balance. Such woman will be taken to somewhere, rehabilitate her. Such woman, when working on my saying, he cannot be stealing. Something is wrong with her brain. They're not deported, you know. He's not left with no sense. But we are not thinking that. You that is 45 years today, you are going to be 50 any moment from now. Oh my God, not say every one of us will just weak. You think your life going to continue like this? You don't say the truth, I don't say the truth, go to say it. Right now, people are still performing shenanigans instead of them to realize that what my father did was bad. What idiot? What benefit has he to the people? The benefit in Ongaye and come and tell us the new benefit in Onyena. And most of the things you people are dragging, good effect in him. Then you are there, you are not talking. Who says he may? Me aberea. Oh man, I'm going to I've strategized my plans. Yeah, we are the boy black man land. I built that life in Senegal. Dakar, he was here by Aringaton. Miawaje Bamako Babana, even Yagbara Komondeva, up to Yaoundé, I build that lives everywhere. What says when we domu? I can't really get it. Look at our society, the more you see, you feel where okay, this thing has been done. Our people in abroad who would have opened up their eyes. At least in Europe here, they don't worship government. They worship God. Or even we worship government. Hey, Oshomumu, but 30 billion. No Edo alien today is asking Oshomole 30 billion. No Edo alien today asking Oshomole 30 billion. Somebody that took your 30 billion, who would have taken erosion away from the Obini. But I'm here one number because we are all senseless. Keep on writing your post. You are just fooling yourself. Bini alien have already letting me know that they are senseless. The most senseless people I've ever seen are Bini alien. They don't have sense of humor. That's why you see they post a lot of posts. Either they have a sense of humor. Even though you are in California, you are in this, who they senseless. That's why today they cannot even build, they don't have any better thing they are doing for the American continent. Most of them today, they don't even miss whether Donald Trump were there or not. Whether the economy were booming. Or they just know that they can go for their 24 hours because they are liquidated. If you are in a given society with senseless people, my dear, that society will never develop. It will never develop. Most Edo aliens are the cause of the underdevelopment in the state because they worship men instead of God Almighty. That's what they do. There are some people that just do something like that. Why will you be above the law? Look at the king of Spain. He ran to United Arab Emirates. Amueri. A king of Spain is a king under 46 million better heads. 46 million people was called. At this course, they tell you. And now you tell where you can to us on ladron. Yamugoneri. He caught to a time where we Philippe says to Iyamagua. Because they worship God. Then you want to have a better society. Look at all of them. Look at how UK people right now. The depression is what worry UK. And then no tech, imagine all our stupid comedians, stupid artists, all of them, they are tripping to UK every day by day. Now, if these people open the door for you people, or they are just allowing people to enter like that. Road shows now is now our problem. Now, what are you guys benefiting? Whoever me way in opening speech, I me way one alien ladian, or about make a speech about development. Or makanwa. Or you don't know merriment for one day. What bielomo? No wonder he will not fool one you worry. A mother with his real consciousness. Oh, okay, who must to think twice. The women right now, they are not seeing you as an animal. They are not seeing you worthless. That's why they are driving you away from home. I me way to go nagina. Because you may he. The woman is not feeling anything while because you are not useless. A man of Galesuka can walk now. Yes, if you leave you like that, you will see better woman. Oh, over. But all what they are dumping you sincerely. You are not ashamed of yourself. You guys feel it's normal. Look at road show everywhere. I have not seen Senegal people carry music abroad. They are taking UK right now as if they want visa to sudden wet. I can't really get it. Now, how many of you, since Wake, you are now okay, the people are not gathering, you are not forming a movement or so okay, how must we develop our place? They freedom, can any UK person come home, come Nigeria and do the same thing in Nigeria? Because they can't come, they debilitated the society. Imagine you are like, you don't even know your problem, whether you have a problem or not. You are like a real fungu wanibon. Or the baby can you don't think. At least there is time and season for everything. Very mamwe touching now, mamwe rosho now. Nene ko wana kwene ni wo wakole nene go. Wari ene ni go yo to e graphic and hang below no wa me yari ra so man. Abu ma get graphic get talk bon. Okay, o wa oge one gbon no. By 2030 they are reducing the world population 95% of no to ge ma we no kin amogun. No worry about no to ge bi ma we no me mata neta na wa be here wa bu wen. We are not disseminating information. We keep it to ourselves. Your keeping it does not mean that error. It will happen. Our way are clear. It's time for us to start helping ourselves. Some people today, they end up in 3 months, they end up in 2 months, they end up in 1. So why some people, our divine patron, they end up in 3 and where that day. They still by me. And I'm the head of this whole thing. You think it's easy? Today I'm proud. Proudly a bomb patron. And then I will keep on defending the right. Our God-given right, I'm defending. I will heaven. Look at it, they turn everything upside down. You guys are not talking about a Kyokpaga idiot. Today, the host of heaven have added your topic to my own. I don't even know who I'm talking to. At the time you bring out only one video while you are in nonsense. Yeah, human. The same thing, Ivie Jacob. Nima woni ale mi wiwa. Ebi ya fe no ware Bible do ya na sunu. Yan na do attend the of it. Do na sunu. Look at what also happened in the life of Joseph. I don't hear Joseph before. These are you people sold us. Or you marry Yanania. I can't be suffering your ancestral home. Oh, to add a treaty does not stop them from collecting our lands. A treaty does not stop our Idu children from coming abroad for prostitution. What does it stop? Oh, he's selling us Idu people. Yes. We need to open our eye, but I can't really finish all this thing right now. We need to, my dear, if God give revelation, He will make provision for it. This is just a revelation, free to everyone. Because we have to start tackling our problem. If not, my dear, we will have no land to call our own. These people, they are never ready. They are never. American, you are seeing today that black man have a Snoopy, no man, have a Beyonce, have a Jay-Z, have a 50 Cent, my dear, before, my dear, black man cannot stand with the white. After Abraham Lincoln signed abolition of slave trade in the southern part of America, Jim Crow law came out where all those efulefu, you can never enter bus with the white folks. You can never. But people see stewed. What are you fighting today? We are not fighting anything. We are talking about that people are tripping people to UK. What is the UK? The UK bewa. Do you know people in UK? Okay. Why may they call do the roadshow for other European countries? They are amigo. UK is a Mugu country. Why they not become an activist very meji? I make myself hungry to feast up your society for you. I make myself hungry. One of our mother told me one day, when you think I stay hunger to help other people, or minimize their spending. That's how everybody should behave. But why me be a visa under normal condition, we are supposed to be contented with what we have at home. But today we have Oye in Orion, Diamond Power Orion, but we have Orion children in the useless UK. All useless. You got cow with me, money is not everything. They debilitated the society, and yet you don't all your lifetime. 2022, you have something working in your head today from toes to your head. Then 2023, you have started your stupidity again. Then we all stupidity. What all you may have a condition in Medina. If I thought my condition is even bad, what's here? Because you refuse to wake up. The very day the least person wake up, we take over the land. Did you know today the key of this world will be handed over to black? The blacks in Ayamuna. I was talking to one of our mother God. Now, how are we going to do this? They are not ready. They want Jesus Christ to come and do it. Nobody is ready. You feel you come to this life to just also and build a shelter for yourself. I will be now. Those days, it took why even after 300 years. Years on where Doni or Ton where Dragon or Dokin War and Dokin Boni. A man can say your phone 500 years ago. A can Bogo say you cannot trace it again today. It told Wagino. When a remember why did Dogun, a remember why Binigu or Ridukano, Yagania. Am I more one? We are planning to do that immediately because more bargain stay here. In 200 years time, but now we white before. Erioji, or Ton where they never can live here. So what you are killing yourself for today, instead of you to take care of your, that's why I love the Bible. I love telling you about it. But look at the book of Proverbs 4 verse 23. He said, guard your heart with all diligence. This was Solomon, the richest man that ever lived. 700 wives and 300 concubines. Oh boy, what about today now? Even they see you see get, not be saying the friend them is a problem. If you do, they will call your wife and report you and give the proof. But who was Solomon? But you are saying God of Solomon, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You want them to bless you. The richest man that have ever lived. 700 wives and 300 concubines. What our ancestors did today, everything is zero. War hence. But look at the society and say, I know where. But some of your father, they couldn't sow them into slavery. They make use of what they have, the military man they have. But today, you are strengthless. All they just know, let's go to club. That was why they call an arcade man. Or well, but they are madless. Spirit. Number one man, where ye hitting better ituma umawu, but just for you to think, umati think, any arcade man that is vaccinated in Europe, you are a fool. You are a man. You are an idiotic man. Now, I wonder why people say they are rugged. Your ruggedity should be seen when some certain things took place. But if we have 10 blacks like Media World, we take it back on time because the kids already with us. The above for to metamorphose right now is a problem. All of them are adding their children. This is your picky go fit for military. He go say no. I ain't been a when warrior. People have made child today who will even go to war and come back to protect the land. All of them, they want their children to go and read their computer science. Who is to go to war for you? Over donation for your war, no? That's how wicked some blacks will be. That's why right now they are collecting your children. No one can who will God forbid, or then they will go and prepare them to the army. People are paying excess sacrifices for your life. What are you giving up? And for God so loved the world, He gave His only begotten Son. Whosoever believeth in Him shall not pay. You are using the blood. I will lose again when we What are you giving an exchange for the blood that son here? 3 years old boy or wound when a 50 years old man, and we wound anybody. You cannot talk about our tradition with the Bible. What of the book of 2 Timothy 3 verse 16 said? He says the word of God breathed upon this all scripture. Oh, Salobo Hionya. I am mammy. Abe ya go mangui. Abe ya abe dollar mameji. But we are your way free and tight. You have a professor no one and this year will be great. But they are sending you message right now. No do the fourth injection. Who is fooling who? You and your pastor are useless. I wonder a man with his licenses now. He win a church or ye a better society man. A Jesus Christ are away in essence. Oh, in essence. Look at how people are dying. They are dying like that everywhere. You feel it's normal. I saw this very young man. May so rest in perfect peace. All Canadian buzu. They went black and went there. Go and do autopsy for the man and find out if not bad. Oh, I went in your bed and was sorry go no woman. A nanotech contributed. I ain't mean no, but any person that died now, all that contributed because my immune system. I mean no go wagon. All my immune system. The records are out there. Only a people we can never do go and sit in the car. They are doing research already. The white people they are doing that. You want to have the kind of right the white people has, but you are not ready to do the kind of thing they do. Only they say they worship men. O shomole today the wayaman waga wagbe wakola hori wagbon. They do not you wamu wanema wonyamu dan. They like worshiping their oppressor. You a same person. Go and represent us. Interpret our constitution. Defend the right of the people. If you want come, you go collect more money. Go build 6-room class. Somebody that lives in America or lives in Europe, you're the president and say it's working. A roof, is that the problem? Go and look at the Congress in America. What they are doing. Look at the European Congress. This is a thing I have a Yeskunia. Why we give it to bag? Imagine your child having the kind of brain that you have. We are finished. We are just finished. Your own son having the kind of your brain that you have. Then a congressman somewhere. What does he have to give? Certainly nothing. He have nothing in his head. Represent also. Tell federal government our problem. Most of the things you are seeing today that spoil in Edo State, because the representatives, they are not doing anything. A government of power. Why do we have the representative in Abuja? What are the representatives doing? Look at the Senator Oroki Idiot. The other time, a treat like Toeti Yaviori. He did bring anything to Edo State. Go and look at the reason why they are elected. They now become their personal selfish interest. What do we call them? Public service. You are a servant to us. That's why I don't win our way. At times, you see people, they bring law. Say, man, we are not going to be, particularly Italian parliament. We are not going to be rescuing people again from the sea. You see, Oibo, we stand to make sure that law does not stand. We must keep on rescuing them. These people, it is not their fault that they are coming. If we keep on driving them, we leave them to die on top of the sea. My honorable chairman or president, what are we going to say? What shall it profit a man to get the whole world to lose it also after the end of the day? Then at the end of the day, they will be able to convince the Senate head. Oh, the working on they are rescuing. That's why today, what? Tell me what your senator have done. Hey, you have tried for your people because you rule school. But the same of you, the roads there, are you belly and you there? The same of you, they don't see have a gene. Just because who was senseless. Hey, Mumu wanna go one and thank God, Grafin married. Hey, God, because they injected you for free now. You think you're born or receive one word? Go and look at the body, they are very healthy. The way you are down, your body doesn't even die like that. He are more cheap because the same thing make Esau to say birthright. May Esau, I will not sell my birthright to anybody. Irrespective, what we do one way. What we tabi declare every day. I me marry la donne a piece of go waropa. He marry a piece day. Marking a laboni a piece arrow. Why make calamity not before you people? I see ever. But 86 gone. Then 86 was one little buwagmen banner. Because you guys will not sensibly allow them to go scot free. You are going to start looking for them. Before you know, now automatically the federal government of Nigeria will send you to jail. Imagine after supporting the state governor, the government is doing what he was voted for. Obaseki years school. At least they can have a government in law and order. Then all of them that supported Obaseki today, name sort error apart from leading me. I know when I fought Obaseki, drop injection rano. But why we drop it? I left him alone. I will not be fighting you unnecessarily. I will not be fighting you because of my personal selfish interest. More when I know Obaseki say. More when I know Obaseki say. I know the word I preach. It's not about wakongara. I know the scriptural verses are you the promoting Obaseki. But I was not appreciated by any comment. I didn't do it because for you to give me money. But what pissed me off, immediately drop it, he dropped it. Then should I start fighting it again after dropping injection? Or we will not call it the baby. But what I've seen so far is in the right track. He should govern you with law and order. Wa lawless way. A praise is not hekusalobo. Or when my glory will I not share with anybody. You are the God, that is your name. You will never share your glory with any man. You will never share your glory with anybody. Almighty Udasi, that is your name, your name. You are the God, that is your name, oh. You will never share your. Why are you sharing God glory with any man? How will you have a better state? When what belongs to God, the attribute, no who does it. Where are you no man? A failure. Even when Wama come failure, Ezena or Buwa. Cost me this year. You die by correction. I will mention your name and humiliate you. Look at everywhere. Everywhere is good. 1864, I make way down as a Spain. Go and tell what happened in 1864. Because you don't read history. Now I'm giving you for free. Come on free again. No, you can never call. Cocky go away. Nonsense. Very wicked set of people. They don't appreciate good things. Merriment for one day, but I've been in this very seashore. You have a spice, a split, so I will go home. You have a ray, even the way activated, even with video. The information you have had from me, your lecturer didn't even tell you anything like that. But today, did you value it? You did value it. Because when you told me they would have even infiltrated a tsunami. Now no soon last year. That kind of September, October, now no soon we Spain last Palma volcano eruption. That thing, what we not velaze. Who deactivated it? It is my God that deactivated it. Not that we read Las Palmas Vena, Ure Palma di Mallorca, Ubebeke Cambodo. You don't know why you are alive. People are making sacrifice, then you are there. Where you know Pamisi can't come any bigger. The graphinos are the I will keep on advertising it to you. Until you go and fight these people in Yamu. Nonsense. They play with their life. Ali, let's be serious for once. We have a society is at stake. We are already here. Some people that is going to hell, we have been inside this thing. Even we see 30 years ago, or the nothing freaks you about it. Nothing freaks you about it. No, you are not concerned. That's why with lazy right now, we don't feel Peter Obi aware. Peter Obi Jesus. You have your own role to play. Without you speaking out, how will Peter Obi know what's happening in your domain? Peter Obi would have not drowned that concussion in Drana because nobody talks about it. Okay, okay, because you are senseless. How many times did Moses? If you are really a deliverer, I'm coming to come and deliver you. The same person that is holding you bound, he a reliable boy. That's why you can't trap me. I don't eat in people's house. Everybody on everybody. Ask anybody around me. Everybody say, let me not talk about my father and my mother. Nonsense. A lot of people right now, Peter Obi is your point of contact. He can't do all. What can he do? The same system in Nigeria where you people worship men instead of to worship God. Peter Obi, you see what's going to happen. You will see what is going to happen. When I mean, where the campaign where I don't do so, I don't do anything. I would have supported community, this system. So the same system you are supporting right now. If Peter Obi comes and the same system, you do nothing. That was why the treaty of a Kyok Magatuchi Akagwogo never do. Amalgamation of government that was brought by Freddy Lologa no let me with Wagmo. No one remain talk with Freddy Lologa. Now we have not been able to trace our problem. The very day you know your problem, that very day, you can't find a solution to it. That's why if you go to hospital right now, the first thing doctor does, first of all, put that thing for your ear. How your temperature be. No, this kind of medicine we want to prescribe give you. Have you been able to diagnose the Nigerian problem? You have not diagnosed it. You just feel just the president without the Congress, without the senator backing up the president. How many senators we have right now that we trusted who can work along with Peter Obi? Let Peter Obi won and the senator they are to operate under the same system. Sign this thing into law, they will not sign. No. Federal House of Assembly, they won't sign. They will not sign. They will turn a lot of the government before you get okay to attack with us. Yeah. Obaseki that they are insulting today, the same people that fought for Obaseki Ogyomba, they are not the one calling him Ogyomba. 2020, I'll be warning you, because they are born to be vaccinated, because they are alien. You know, alien, they come extraterrestrial world in Kiri. Anything affecting where you're going, follow them, follow other people. They will drag you to hell. Follow them. Don't go and confirm who you are. I've already said last year. You think it's for me? Anything I tell you here, I've already doing it. It's already a part of me. Anything I tell you from this exalted platform is already a part of me. It's already inherent and inalienable in my own life. That was why they were programmed spiritually to do SAG. Again, when you have information about what is going around the world, you were looking at them. Even work with the call, only one man, work there, and you support the government. But today, your children have nanotech in their system. You have nanotech in your system. You have a graphene. Your children have graphene. Where are you going to stay? There's a mega city right now they are building in Saudi Arabia. They started building it already. My man will always stay here. At times I just see some certain things. At times, hey, millions and millions of people. Let me play part of it to you. Mega city they are building in Saudi Arabia. Canada. Canada. Who are they taking there? It may be beyond vast. Yeah, things can change. Or say we're making or a calamity. Because a calamity before everyone. Let me see. Let me just play part of it to you. Let me play part of it to you. Let me play part of it to you. So that one of you are making a say. Let me play part of it to you. You go, hey, or what's happening? You go, hey. The land project. See the land where they build and put down be this. The voice will come out just now. Hey, we are not seeing it too. But make the voice come out first. You can see caterpillar walking very big. Now, make her go where the voice is.
Trapped inside of this cell that's about 10 by 10. People would actually want to go. They'd be like, hey, it's better than what I'm living. I'm working away to live in a studio apartment. I can barely afford food. There you get free food. Maybe I should try this prison thing out. Homeless people were, laying on the street sleeping. Hey, maybe I should try this prison thing out. That's what they would say.
To thrive like nothing on earth.
Just hold on.
Alone. The city that delivers new wonders for the world.
So anyone who looks at that and actually wants it is very sick in the head. Saudi Arabia's bizarre new mega city, that's what they're calling it, bizarre new mega city. If people can't see the writing on the wall for what this really is, and how they're going to use climate change to get people imprisoned in these things, they're going to say because of climate change we all have to stay indoors longer. And people are like, oh, okay. Yeah, don't worry, there's not going to be actual cell bars, but you won't be able to exit here. And then they're going to go, oh, okay, well, you can go on the roof for fun.
If you're there inside here, you can't leave this place. Everything you ever needed in life is there. Now, it's only a doyle that doesn't know that something is happening because they believe in that in Christ. The most society that this gospel eating to their bone marrow is in Edo State. They don't think again. Apart from I can do all things. They can't think again. They don't know that they created this name so that it makes you lazy. It makes you forget about your creative ability. It makes you to run away from your responsibility. What you would have think, you'll say God go do it. I've never left anything in my life say God go do it. I need to do it myself. Because now waiting God they do it, they empower you. I've never seen God start working turning to a human being. What he does, if you want to carry something, position yourself. Make sure you still tight your waist. Do a lot of training. What God does is to empower you. That's grace, the unmerited favor. God's grace go enter you. You cannot be so lazy in window moment. Nothing you can ever do. Then you are expecting God could do it. That was why today we're waiting for Jesus. I cover myself with the blood of Jesus. Why the blood not covering you today? A blood don't have it to cut a bagatriti. A blood always be here. And God can never do for you in life what you have given power to do for yourself. That's why the more you are praying, God come and help me. Any small thing you are shouting, try to solve the problem. Okay, you break leg. Look for a herbalist. A native doctor no go when you stop praying the blood. What you now do after finding the get work. That is how it functions. But look for at the time you are looking for a solution, God can even help you by sending the right person across your way. That's what God does. We think our God is a magician. He's a miracle worker, is not a magician. What I'm doing today, I've been God all the way. That's why ever since I know now, say man, some people don't want to watch my video. I now know that there is power they are seeing here. And he may hear yes and a day. call me Papi Water. I'm even they Mami Water me working. I would have been the happiest person in the world. Yeah, it was la where's it was la. This one moon a corner where I I will make you pregnant in the dream. Or money 13 years who you am on my bio because him where you winner. Thank God I don't have such power. Now, at times, begin to do something. I don't even know how I find myself coming to the river bank all the time. We are Nemen, I can't tell you. I've never wanted dreams to me inside the water or hot in Mami Water. I prefer right now in 2023. I or my no marry Mami Water me old melele. If you are not Mami Water, not till learning, umaro with your born. You have to be one. Who must have a spirit, no guide you. Because if you doesn't have a spirit that we cannot be friends because a spirit man walking and leads to each other. Your spirit will always tell you, hey, when you tell me done, if you have no spirit, that's why you argue our word. That's why you are happy calling people because where may he? Una may he will interpret to you what this man is saying. Listen to him, he's saying the right thing. Look at it today now. Look at what we came to Europe come up with. Just to mold block and submit. Finish. This is how we ended up. And support all manner of useless narrative. They give passport as a means of identification, it now become achievement. Who made passport now to become an achievement? They are also the one that put value in their passport. That today you value it. Have you ever wanted to value your life? Did you value your tradition? Do you know whether anything is wrong with your tradition? You don't know. You think it is how God created you. You want to suffer. As most of us, 80% of people that, or let me know if you have 70 or let's say 60% of the people in this part of Europe today. Now you are not thinking about it, the stress you went through 20 years ago. You have a passport, you are in Canada fully graphing, you are in UK fully graphing. Where have you given? Fresh blood. The most stubborn man on earth. He will record in it. Even though the gate get corroded tomorrow. These were some of the things our father did. Maybe I'm no one because he truly remember it. I thank God for their life, for the people that stood. And Adron hearing it. Some of them are still sleeping. Adron have woken. Every person that was mother gruesomely. All our forefathers they have woken. A lot of history they manipulated to you. He didn't know. He was killed. To restore 86 people no power. They start changing stories. Or one mother gruesomely. They bring out the story. Kill me. Don't know do it. We are way. Jesus Christ, you know. Okay, mama na fian wo na bia go wa be promoter yegbe o ma yegbe fi wa gbe ohun egbelu wa ana badu ate idenokpo okay idenokpo dying level as we talk benu wa ta ni reto yegbe fi wan what benefit has he now a debt or to the children of Ayagmo? Most of us today we are from the lineage of Idenokpo with the virtue where that he was a do woman. Good woman. They know a benefit where the same question we know now. A Kyopaga treaty. What benefit is it to do people? Okay, a knockout in Afi. You tell you what about the bamboo you man deactivated. See knock away the truth for this. We are very detective. We might watch. You can't set me, you know. Barbara, let me do what deactivated. I have my security around. I said the other day, my women, all queen mother will be held responsible and all our mother got it because they feel from their duty. All queen mother, they will go and face planet because they feel from their duty. They go river. They go river. Okay. When a TB just are Yoko Shoma, no sense. They go river. Why won't I go to river? Imagine if I hang you. Maybe she come in. If I not come bomb me, why they was no sense. Or they manipulated every history. They can never allow, only people will never allow you to think well. On our phone, now everything about them is very useless. Nothing good. No, nothing good. They manipulated everything. Okay, let's begin to see the benefit. Let's see the benefit of what you people have done. Let's see the benefit of what Eden Okpoko did. Now the palace were restored. Then why then we have some shameless goats, shameless graphene nanotech who have nanotech in their system. They spy protect Belu. You are defending stupidity. But the place where you are respected. Your right is valued. I get boo anyhow. Apart from when you commit crimes, or by the way, we handcuff you and take you to jail because somebody fought for it. The freedom you are experiencing in UK today, people fought for it. Something that was signed by Abraham Lincoln, who was a friend to Gbogbo and Odukwene. All free where the UK no matter your day okay now. Amuso we zabone musu hu carry people your head and problem. Everything has been formed just for you to talk out, make people hear around. Now your child will go to school. He's working in the Congress. Your child can no longer wherever area comment argue everywhere. This is not supposed like this. We heard that maybe Mr. So and so. We heard that your king bath with fire. Your child will say yes and okay, no. It will make it to lose his job because you never told your child the real story. Manipulation out there. You manipulate everything. Today, your life is meaningless. What you make you feel where is valuable to you, it is just an identification. It does not make you better than anybody. It make you to have nanotech in your system today. A passport, useless. It's a means of identification. I pay no one on my passport monthly. It will land you in the palace of Justin Trudeau. They stab you. On a land you. It will land you in where Sunan is today. Back here. Look at almost street light in UK. You don't know the people that are sick in UK today. We have the whole people that are sick in UK. The whole Europe, all UK. You have never one day ask question. Why did these people fall sick like this? Because the environment is polluted. Also know that when I'm where to where do you talk about where? You go where you turn away your pay. We pick our job without even talking about what happened to them. They're not bad. Please don't get it twisted. But I'm talking about people here who take a lot of things for granted. Whatever thing you take for granted, we grant you. We take so many things for granted. We take a lot for opportunity. We take job for granted. A UK, even their street light, area. When they pretend in all those don't get that. Not all the woman will you met your boy Yoni. They thought we are joking. What you want to know, God will always make you to know it. Environment in the bad man and no man human being. That was today. Whoever I misbehave. Both of our people here who left, even pastor, they got to UK and a marriage here, a cannot scatter. A marriage cannot scatter. Imagine, we don't do any of that thing. If we resign in Europe, we are going to UK and Canada. So I will not say, Ebo is not even allowed. We hear this as a market. Meti a very years away. That's why I can make any mistake on anybody. He may a bomb my accent. Yeah, you bomb my accent. A be made a very class. Only give me can you be. Yeah, your money. We never may have a way. Maybe one part to Bella Webo. I tell a man in inordinate ambition. Oh, Piamo waiting at him. That is inordinate ambition. I had it from my father. The never time away. Up till now, it is some people's family. Liars. Manipulated history. Once see America today is great. They rule the world whether you like it or not. They rule the world. Anything outside of America, it will get to any places. Why? Because of their constitutional and democratic value. But yeah, a society in do don't want to live among these aliens who bend history. I am history no baffle, but let's tell ourselves the truth and made it. They want you to remain in that perpetual bondage and pains. How can you be that go to Portuguese? Go the white folks said no. Our father showed us out just for a gunpowder, just for a mirror. They showed up their men, and today you see nothing wrong with it. What happened to our forefather will happen to you. If you go by years, who go ya salo 2023 now? Awa salo. Then why ya get history man. Ere life wa have bigger. The very day you start saying the truth, be me here. Una will repent, no problem. Una when you want to continue, my dear, if you have in can you be salo. The more they keep on manipulating our history. But you gonna salia Time 2023 fire for fire no. Or when I will keep on doing this broadcast. Nonsense. Or God Almighty will give it to one person who does not care about our lives. They don't care about our lives. All they know is about themselves. I'm telling you right now, if petition one every year now, I petition you, and God in heaven will bear me witness. Talking about some certain useless treaty that put us into pains. You want me to call you betrayer or you set us out? Giving you 7 days of ultimatum for you to send anybody to come and explain to us. Otherwise, I block your name. More anybody. The last fight him again. Nonsense. The webinar of Bill can't work. All their people they have a position. The webbing of the people is why they are elected all our own for their personal selfish interest. House of Assembly member, they don't even care. They don't open constitution. Don't give me some allocation. I need to campaign. And people, these useless people in any set of people in Europe, they are joining them. How are we going to have a better society like that? All our hero past today, nobody talk about Nnamdi Kanu again. It's like what that man did was for his personal selfish interest. If every one of us have been shouting the way we are shouting, because we want to, people, they like doing something cheap. They don't know how to do something not that delicate. They just feel, why what you beat, why have been consistent? Why have been consistent? Why might you like that? He's fighting, I'll be fighting. Why have been consistent? You have to enter the streets. A revolution or change the system of government, not be election. Election changes the system of government. Revolution all change it. That's why I've been in the revolutionary movement right from time to make sure Emolo de now whoop. And in my birthday, they call some of our mother right now in Germany. And where you can now finish a school. If I tell you right now, the normal healthcare worker now tell why you for some time. Some of our members right now that are going to that school, they are training them, giving them nursing whatever area. They are giving them nursing training. You know, even nursing now. They are lacking us. The German, they are lacking nurses already. They are not giving healthcare worker just okay over or change the pampers, you know, with you hune. They are giving you the name, man. Where you can wait. Now, few they do. All ordinary but the people they are training recently in Germany, they are not giving them teaching them how to also inject and feel a fisted blood, you know. Where swim with UK where hola yeah women have it he hospital me ye do elien gbenia ya ga na wa igbese na wa etin ware ma me matter thank you for letting me know me iwe video be yo be na me na wa aro ido ko ta igbese ba se ma mi an se na you know. So they are giving them nursing training. Why? Because there is something they want to contain when the time comes. I'm not proud about what I've not done. But look at our people today. Small children who were supposed to carry books and read. They are looking for bid. You want to be popular. In the same system, they don't see anything wrong with their society because they don't think. It takes sense of human for you to know whether the government is working on other topic here. It takes sense of human. If something is not falling on their side, maybe on a rob job in Yamigo, they will say the government is not working because no law and order. When the government is paying and putting a COVID in 2011, maybe the way government is paying, I will not make that. I will not say that when I'm. Maybe I will get where Bonnie Wari go or when I'm you load. It may even be who knows. I'm married, man, and I was due for it. All the necessary requirements. You want me to talk to her? Make I will ya away ya no I'm Martin. Mary Tadewe government is paying by Marigo. I don't do that. Maybe who knows? It might be. So the most important thing, I'm saving my people, and we'll keep on saving our people, irrespective. So if everybody will have this mindset to make sure that our people is free from this bondage, that will be better. One of our year just now, all you the 20,000 account, when you hear, that is words are not just enough for me to appreciate that mother. Words are not enough. All you the 20,000 account, this thing you have been doing right now for many months. Why? Because he had that the way he had taken now. I thank God for our life and the God of our ancestors. Or where there were the papa or baba team or what's an obie or team baba. There were women, it may be a ragman than she knows a Maya not for the same beating what they are going through. But you are getting information for free where you have few beginning. A graphene knows that they know. Or Duma and Yagbe de Tena, they say 2030. They want to reduce the world population 95%. Wake up now and end up your interior. What is already a fourth one? My work by my competition. When this thing started, newly, me and him, a lot of while I didn't swim in everywhere. How many people was able to do this apart from Hatioba Security Gamba? Unwatoba Security Gamba is enough for you to say, okay, now Wagaga Sakiri. The same one of Mark Bodioladin. Where we are talk by who we are feeling Wunani. Iyama talk by Nania, Iyamari. Where you are able because in Muneromo. People that is fighting for a better society, where you were, they didn't do you anything just because of your stupidity. Your stupidity. You are in America there, where the right of the people is protected, but the right of your people at home are being degraded upon. You don't see anything wrong about it. Why do you mean anytime or what? Because New Year, you know. So do have a nice day, everyone. Please follow us on National Patriot Association. Also follow us in International Association for the Improvement of Colored People, #equality. God Almighty bless each and every one of you and remain blessed in the name of the God of the ancestors of our land. He said. Please, our telephone number is +34 631 056 284. Our telephone number +34 631 056 284. That is our telephone number for those of you that want to call for counseling or you want to know what will happen in this world 20 years time. I have it in my palm. But one thing that is sacrosanct, because they have been graphened. There's no way you can survive it. But the rest of them, the God of the do will save them. So keep on saying it. As many of you that never want to have a better society. So that's that. Please follow us, also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Not for monetization, because I want God to monetize our lives. If God monetizes your life, nobody can bring you down. IARCP TV is our YouTube channel. Go there and follow us so that you hear better message. Please. I told you before now, what you follow with time will follow you. Follow better thing this very year. I'm not advertising me you come monetize. Eddie, if you say me you give me star, but you are not making it serious. I doesn't need your star. Hold your star to yourself. But follow better programs. Think. The difference between a rich man and a poor man is information. And your information is going to lead you to your transformation. Your information is going to lead you to your transformation. So better hear that now. When trouble ends, you become an achiever, not a question mark. When trouble ends, you start living in grace. And when great work for you, you eat what you don't labor for. So that is that. So do have a nice day, everyone, and God bless you. Ciao.
Now we don't hear from Comrade Newton. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.